these ones I've made by myself on Canva from scratch. And it's pretty easy. And Canva, I mean, there's a free account, but to be able to make designs like these ones, you got to pay for the pro account, which that one, it's only like $12 a month.
Cool. Hi, everybody. Alberto Contreras here, marketing manager for Latino Tax Pro. And today we have another live show for everybody watching. Today we have Cassie from Total Tax Services. Hey, Cassie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi. Hi, everybody. My name is Cassandra or Cassie.
She goes by both. Cool. First of all, thanks for taking time and coming on here. You're going to tell us your story, kind of what you've been doing in the tax industry. So yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, so my story, I started my business just last year, January 1st, 2019. So that was my first tax season. Basically, before starting my business, I never had any experience doing taxes. I've never worked for a tax firm or a CPA or anything like that. Before doing taxes, I was in the insurance industry for about 3 years. And the reason I wanted to start my business because I just kind of got tired working for someone else on someone else's schedule. Because I have kids, I wanted, to have time off whenever I wanted, if I needed to. And, just to have more freedom. And I know in the tax industry, you can get that as long as you grow your business. So that's the reason why I started my business.
Cool. What insurance were you working for? Was it a big nationwide insurance? Was it a mom and pop insurance company?
So kind of like both. So I've worked for two kind of like smaller companies that were brokerages, and then I've also worked for State Farm.
Oh, okay. Cool. So you were for different insurance offices.
Yeah, because there's kind of like pros and cons, like with anything on what type of company that you work for. So like with the brokerage, you could sell many different companies, and then with State Farm, you only still sell State Farm.
Oh, makes sense. Cool. For everybody watching, this is a fluid conversation. If you want to ask any questions, you have any comments, leave them down in the comment section below and we'll get to it. And if you want to come on here and tell your story as well, let us know. Cassie, so what made you go into taxes in the first place? Like, how'd you even hear about that?
Well, so like to add more to my story, I guess I've had my own business before in the past. When I was like 18, I started my own business doing DMV services like registration and things like that. And so back then I kind of always wanted to have like a multi-service office where I did like, DMV, insurance, taxes, notary. But when I first started, it didn't really work out. So then I just went into the insurance industry after that. But then, I got tired, working for someone else, and I just wanted to continue like building my own dream. And that's why I got back into, opening my business and getting into taxes.
Oh, got it. So you've been, we call them that multi-service offering where a client comes in and then you could offer them everything. You offer DMV help, insurance,
right?
And what you were aiming for.
Yeah, that's what I was aiming for back then. And like, because, I was kind of like taking too long. And I mean, I really didn't have the experience that I do now when it comes to like sales and marketing and things like that. So it didn't work out back then. But now with my business this time, I just want to solely focus on taxes only. Like right now I'm studying to become an enrolled agent. Nice. And also starting the tax school with you guys.
Mm-hmm. Cool, perfect. Cool. But before we get into tax school, let me show everybody this. Cool. So here on my screen for everybody watching is Cassandra's Instagram, her business Instagram. And this is a perfect example of how an Instagram page should look like. We have the logo, we have story highlights here, all branded with your green color. Can you walk us over a little bit here, Cassie, kind of why you chose this color and these images? and kind of how you made all this happen?
Yeah, so I mean, I stick with the green color because green is just already incorporated in my logo. And when I was dealing with my having the design guy do my logo, I picked green because I know, green kind of stands for money. That's what a lot of people think about when they think about taxes. And so that's why I use the green colors all throughout the profile. Um, and I use Canva actually to create all my designs. So all the designs that you guys see here, besides that drawing, and the ones that have photos with me, those are like I paid someone for those on Fiverr. But all the other ones that you see, like this one right here, if you go back to the profile and scroll down a little bit, like that one, tax day or class schedule, these ones I've made by myself on Canva from scratch. And it's pretty easy. And Canva, I mean, there's a free account, but to be able to make designs like these ones, you got to pay for the pro account, which that one is only like $12 a month. It's like, it's really affordable. So
people pay for lunch.
Right, exactly. I was going to say lunch money. But yeah, I mean, and then also on Canva, you can pick like your brand colors. So that's why on my designs, you can see a lot of the same colors. It's always the same green, always the same navy blue, the same light green, because you can actually go on Canva and pick your brand colors so that you're always using the same colors in your designs.
And then what I've noticed too with almost any form of marketing, especially digital marketing and social media marketing, there's usually two sides to it. The first one, it needs to be attractive and have colors and branding, but then the actual content is the other half as well.
Right.
I like what you're doing here because you're teaching people something. You're not just saying, hey, sign up now, but you're giving them a reason to stop scrolling and actually read what you're putting out there.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's another way, from what I've read, like, trying to like grow your Instagram account, to get, attention to your Instagram account, you have to keep people on the app, from what I've read. So you have to post informational posts. You have to make sure that, you put in a lot of information in your caption and you're putting hashtags.
Cool. For everybody watching, you should go give this page a follow and her Facebook account. Oh, let's I know you're very big on lives, on Facebook lives as well. Does that help with getting some clients coming out to you and reaching out to you?
Yeah. I think posting videos in general, like even if it's not live, but even just posting videos and explaining what you're doing and how you're doing it, and just giving a lot of information. Like when I started getting into the tax school, I posted a bunch of videos kind of explaining to everybody what the course includes, why you should do it, and then just other information about the tax industry, like how you can make money in the tax industry as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that way, I mean, I just get people that message me randomly like, oh, I'm interested in the class,
Yeah. So when you say randomly, is it people that maybe don't even live in your community or your town, like somewhere far away?
Yeah, definitely. Like one of my paid students is from Florida.
Oh, from Florida. And you're located in California?
Yes, I'm in California, in LA, in San Pedro.
Cool. You see, and now you're doing business with somebody in Florida.
Right.
So, and that's because with everything going on, everything is digitized now. Everything is virtual. So people are not stuck in their geographic location, right? Like you could spread out everywhere.
Right. And that's the good thing about, kind of doing lives, because a lot of people, like, for myself, I prefer to learn something in person instead of online. I just feel like, I learn better that way. And so with doing the lives, it's like you're basically there. You're just watching it on a video, but it's better than just doing a self-study.
Perfect. So we have a few people here watching. What is the best advice that you could give them that they could do today to improve their social media presence?
I would say start with branding your post and your content. Always make sure that, for me, I always put my logo at the bottom, and then always make sure that you're always putting the same colors. I feel like once you start
Mhm.
showing a brand on your profile, you're gonna look more professional, more trustworthy of what you're posting.
Cool. Yeah, and then like in your example, you have that light green and that darker green and the navy blue.
Yeah,
And what ends up happening is when people see that color in their normal life, they're gonna think of you
right,
because they're
exactly.
associating you with those colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what everybody here that's watching as a business owner, that's what we need to try to do. We need to try to get our logo and our colors and associate them with us. So when people see that color, they be like, "Oh, it's not just a green, that's Cassandra."
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, that's the green color that she uses.
Mhm. Cool. Let's go back to tax school real quick. What made you want to start your tax school?
So I wanted to start the tech school because since my business, I'm in my second year, and I kind of wanted to grow it more besides just myself because right now it's just me. So I wanted to hire, a couple tax preparers for next season.
Mhm.
And, initially I was like, well, I could just tell them, go take a class, get your license, and
Mhm.
we can work together. But now I thought about it because I know that Latino Tax Pro was having their instructor program. I was like, well, I can just help these people get their class and the license in the process, and then we can work together as well. So that's the main reason, to help recruit tax preparers to my business as well. But of course, they don't have to work with me. They could
Mhm.
take the class, get licensed, and also, maybe start their own tax business or work somewhere else.
So it'll be up to them at the
Yeah,
end of the day.
exactly.
Mhm. Yeah, because this was your second tax season. Do you
Right.
feel like you got really busy and it's time to maybe get someone else to help you out?
Yeah, because so for example, last year I only did
Mhm.
like 50 tax returns. That was my first tax season. This year I've already done 150 tax returns.
Mhm.
And I mean, it's still kind of going because a lot of people are still filing late.
Yeah.
So that's, I wanted to help like delegate work to someone else for maybe the more simpler tax returns. And then so that way it can help me grow so I can accept other tax returns or more complicated tax returns.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. For everybody watching again, yeah, the instructor program is a great way to train your employees. And even if you're not looking to get employees, it's a great way to generate revenue when it's not tax season. Like Cassie, are you gonna charge for your class?
Yeah, so for the class, I decided to charge 349.
Mhm.
I know it's probably just like a little higher than what tax schools charge for like just the regular class, but at the same time, they're just doing like a self-study. And
Mhm.
with through me starting the tax school, the price I charge, they're also getting an instructor.
Yes.
We're doing live lessons weekly, like 3 times a week. And I also decided to do live Q&As for my students as well. That way we can always make sure we're all on the same page, on the same track, and not anybody is left behind.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody could go self-study, right? But some people don't want to do that. Some people want a live instructor, learn from somebody that has experience already, and
Right. And
really do
I
it.
mean, anybody can, go do a self-study, but whether, they really understand what they're reading is a different story.
Mhm.
And, also through the course, you get those practice tax returns that are included as well. So I could go over those with them during the lesson.
Ooh, exactly. Well, thanks a lot, Cassie. Thanks for coming on and taking time out of your day to have a conversation with us. And I bet you taught some people here about Canva. Real quick. So what is Canva? I know we were mentioning it, but we never really got into what it is.
Yeah, so Canva, let me share my
Yeah.
screen really quick.
Mhm. While she's doing that, for everybody watching, if you like these type of shows, make sure you leave a like and comment and subscribe. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that notification bell on the bottom.
Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so this is Canva, canva.com. This is where I create all my designs for my Instagram or just social media in general. You could kind of like see mine right here where it says your designs. Let me go right here. So these are all the ones that I've made, you know, on my own that I post on my social media.
Mhm.
And all of these, I mean, you guys can go back to the home and there's templates here already that you can use. But for mine specifically, I'm almost always just create them from scratch.
Mhm.
Maybe really quick if we could just like do a quick one.
And do you have to only make like square images? What if you want to make like banners and different?
Well, yeah, you could do that too. Let me go back home right here.
Mhm.
So there's many different templates, like up here at the top of the screen where it says templates. There's many different ones that you could use. There's Instagram stories, post, Facebook covers. So this one, I guess, would be more like the banner that you were saying.
Mhm. Yeah,
There's a lot
it's
of
all there.
that as well.
Mhm. Cool. Yeah. So sorry for taking you back. Can you go back to that square and maybe create something real quick? It probably won't be the prettiest, but we could show
Right.
people how quick they could get something up and going.
Right. Okay. So we'll make a quick one really quick. So
Mhm.
like I said, I always mostly make them from scratch. I just go right here to the background color. And how I was saying earlier that you can choose your brand color. So right here it says total text. These are my brand colors that I always use with all my posts. So we'll just do green for now. And then you can always use the same text as well. Like, you know, they have different kind of fonts that you can use. I always use the same font. Mine is Glacial Indifference. And then
You already have your color saved. You already have your fonts saved.
right.
That
Oh, wait,
that
it's
that takes
always
a
at
lot
the
of
top.
time.
It's just right there. We'll say, I don't know, for the sake of this, post filing statuses.
Mhm.
Statuses. I think I spelled it right. So then, you know, you make it bigger. Let me see.
Mhm.
Right.
Look at that.
Bold or white, because that's what my brand uses all the time. If you check my posts, I hardly ever use black. It's always like green and white or navy blue and white.
Mhm.
So then you would go over here to elements, and I always put a line. So here's my line.
And all, like this little line that you're adding, how did you learn about all this design kind of things?
Well,
Just by doing it over time?
yeah, so like yeah, like if people go to my Instagram and look like at the really like older posts, there's a lot of other posts that I used to post through Canva. And I mean, to me, those ones were kind of like just basic. You know, I never really saw about the elements or anything like that until I went to Canva Pro, which is the one that you have to pay for. Once you go to Canva Pro, you get all these access to all these different elements that you could use. You know, this one, you know, or this one, and then you could put like a little picture inside of it. Like, let's say this was about an alert or something.
Yeah, look at that. You added 4 different things on here, and I mean, this post looks 90% better of everything else that I see on Instagram.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta like actually look at the elements. Like you could also search right here. You can see all the ones I have searched before. Alert, begin, strong, Roth IRA. Let me see if there's any for married, since married's a filing status. Right here,
Yeah.
there's the couple already. Let me make this bigger.
Wow. And now you could make this post all about the married filing status.
Right, married filing joint.
Yeah, and again, for everybody watching, this is canva.com. We at Latino Tax Pro use this as well. There's a free version, which is okay. It has enough things to get by. But what you're looking at right now is the pro version. And you said, Cassie, it's what, like 12 something a month?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
just $12 a month or like
Yeah.
$12.99.
That's how much you guys spend on coffee every morning, probably.
Yeah, exactly. Or, you
Yeah.
know, going to lunch or something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, you get the point.
Yeah.
And then obviously down here, you just put like some information, pros or cons about
You could probably
finding.
even add your logo and, you know, it'll be good to go. Yeah.
Yeah. So for my logo, like I always do, I always put it like this at the bottom because my logo has this green color in it already. That's the same as the background. So I put this square,
Nice.
change it navy blue. Where's my up blue? And there's my logo.
And you have a picture of Bernie Sanders there.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that post where it's like, you know, once again I'm asking for I was gonna say once again I'm asking for reviews.
Yeah.
But I never went through with it, so
you gotta jump on those memes quick.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, look at that. It took you less than 5 minutes. You have a post that's beautiful and ready to go online and share with the world.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, so everybody watching, I mean, there's no excuse to have a riff-raff looking Instagram page. You could use the free tools. It doesn't take that much time to do. And I mean, this is a great way to get clients and get your brand out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Thanks for showing us all this, Cassie. Is there anything else that you would like everybody watching to know, either about you, your story, Canva, social media, tax industry?
I think just the main thing, you know, once you start getting your Instagram put together, like how with these type of posts like this, you're gonna start to see more people asking you questions because you're gonna be setting yourself to look as a professional, and they're gonna trust you more. Like one of my clients that came in just before the deadline, she said that, you know, her daughter had referred me to her and that she saw my Instagram and she's like, oh, like she looks like she knows what she's talking about. Since I always post informational posts and all my posts kind of like run the same with the branding and everything, people will start messaging you like if they can get help or if you know, just questions that they have in general about taxes or their situation and things like that. So it's definitely going to help to set yourself aside from the rest.
Perfect. Cool. Yeah. Thanks, Cassie. And we have Mary Lou saying great information. Thanks. Cool. So thank you, Cassie. Thank you, everybody watching. Again, if you like this type of content that we're producing, make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe and follow. And we'll see y'all next time.
Great. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.